Hey there guys, this is Robin Hood back again with another 1 versus 1 that I played in Shogun 2 Total War Fall of the Samurai. So once again, I watched the replay and the replay didn't turn out that badly, but it had me winning by a lot more than actually happens, and that wouldn't be fair to my opponent because the reason I'm showing this one is one of the closest battles, if not the closest battle. Well, actually, so far it is the closest battle that I have fought in Fall of the Samurai. So, it just wouldn't be fair to have me winning by a lot when I really didn't. And that's that. So I know you guys want to see the close-ups and stuff, and any good replays I have, I will do that way. But otherwise, it's going to be either live commentated or commentated afterwards, after the live recording, like this one. So my army, though, here, medium fun still, is my general, 2 Yarikai, which are Yari Cavalry. I have 6 line infantry units, 4 black bears, 1 white bear, and some Valyrian bird force or something like that. Still can't say their name right. But then I have 1 parrot gun as my artillery and 2 spear levy. And yeah, this battle, once again, this is the second time I've fought artillery, and I haven't since then. It reinforced my belief of how powerful it is. So I didn't know where my opponent would deploy, and he's gonna go for the workshop. I was thinking he would go for the center since it's the archery dojo, but whatever, he went for the hill. So I'm just gonna shift everything over there, and in a second I'm gonna take some shots with my artillery. I am leaving a cavalry unit hidden over behind it, and I'm gonna go with this cav unit and try to capture the archery dojo. So as you can see, all my troops are moving over. There goes my first artillery shots. I don't even know if I got any kills. Don't think I did. There I did. But that's some men being blown up there. And then it's the next shot that is really truly impressive, and you guys will see that one also. But I make one major mistake this battle that will end up making it close. I would have won by a lot more had I not done this, but I'm still in the experimenting stage. Everyone's new to the game. No one truly knows what works really well. But look at this shrapnel shot. Watch the effects of this. I zoomed in just to show you guys this, even though I should have been managing my troops. But you can just see how many men it cut down, that one shot. That was incredible. Too bad it wasn't some of his matchlock units. But, that's that. And right now, on my mini-map, I noticed that he has cavalry approaching mine. We're in just a second here. And so I am going to somewhat get charged, but, just target my artillery there, hope to even it out a little bit, even though I will kill some of my own men, and I'm going to pull back a matchlock unit to protect my artillery, and I'm pretending that my other cavalry unit isn't there, just so that he thinks I'm just bringing back that matchlock unit, because if he does think that, then, that's pretty much really easy for me to get a nice surprise with the cavalry. And right now I was afraid he was going to charge my matchlocks, or I'll call them line infantry, since it is not matchlocks anymore. But here comes my cav, and I'm going to stop his charge and continue firing with my artillery. And all of this is going on. Meanwhile, we're just in a standoff on top of the hill. Gonna bring my line infantry over some more and take out this cav. I decide to get the charge on his Yarikai because they are the dangerous ones in a cav fight. I have had a Yarikai beat off 3 saber cavalry by itself, unveteran, because the saber cav have no bonus versus cavalry. So here I'm going to start targeting his infantry once I feel that that is safe over there. And here's where my mistake is made. This is the beginnings of it. I take 3 units and line them up front. and another few and line them up behind. Now this was in good intention, but my opponent didn't do what I thought he was. He has more melee units than me, so I was thinking he would charge with those, and then I would fire with the first line once or twice, pull back behind the second line, have them fire, then pull back behind them and have them fire, and that would end the melee units, but that's why I had the double line. But it's going to end up hurting me. Had I left my men in one straight line, I would have had way more firepower up front, and that, although it doesn't make sense, it actually does, because 3 units can only shoot at 3 targets, when all of them can all shoot at different targets, and so his line's going to end up winning the battle at first, which is going to hurt me really badly. I am going to take out his bows pretty darn quickly, though, and capture the archery dojo. Had I not captured that dojo, due to this mistake, I probably would have lost. Otherwise, had I not done this, then I almost certainly would have won the gunfight outright. So, you know, hindsight helps, and hopefully you guys learn from that too. You know, pulling back behind does work, but you have to, when I do move forward, to actually go forward and fight, my mistake will be made. And, you know, when you see them approaching you without the melee infantry or something of the sort, make sure that your line is adjusted the way you want it to be. So that's pretty much that. Yeah, and then I have this other unit down here below. So against his 3, well, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 units, I could have brought 6 to fire, and I don't. So that gives him an advantage of only fighting some of my men at a time. And then the second thing is my back line is shooting the crap out of my first line, so it's like double the kills for him, which is very, very bad thing to happen. So, you know, right now is when I should have seen it and adjusted it, but I didn't. So guys, don't make that mistake. I am getting some nice shots with the artillery though, and that is going to help keep me alive. I did capture the melee dojo, so I'm going to run around behind with my Yarikai, or what's left of them. But as you can see, right now it looks like I am dominating in the gunfight as his men are getting shredded up. And I have to switch targets to his melee infantry though, because they are the immediate threat. If they make it to my line, I'm screwed no matter what. But shooting through your own men is a very bad plan, not a good thing to do. But I am going to rout that Katana Samurai pretty quickly. So, you know, just picking what I target my artillery with. My cavalry's coming up behind, and this gunfight is going to go on for a while. Here I am going to take out his left flank with my cavalry. Although I should have swung around and hit his general. Another mistake there that could have been fixed, because his general is actually going to kill my cavalry unit with some fire from their pistols. And here I should have sent both units forward rather than just one to fight his line. But instead, I don't. His spears could have made it to my line there, but they stopped for some reason and are just going to get shot up and then rout. So, you know, if he wants to stop there and let me shoot him, go right ahead. But now I realize my problem, and I go ahead and start trying to reform my lines. I'm going to bring up my general for one volley. My artillery's still firing, but they are about out of ammo. So that's going to be the end of their helpfulness in this battle. And all my men are firing. My spears came back. I'm going to use them for a second to try and fix things. And my general here, I'm going to pop a rally and run back. Try to keep my men in place. I don't want my general to get shot though, because that would mean game over. And my spears are actually going to make it to his lines in the woods. So that was one plus that came out of this. But yeah, that's the last artillery shot, and it was a miss, but my artillery by far did their job this battle. They got a crazy amount of kills. And, you know, right now I could have switched targets to his general, but I found his infantry to be more of a threat, although his general is adding significant amounts of fire, which is hurting me. But now I'm going to deliver a flanking volley that is going to rout his right, which is on my left, obviously, and then reform here. This unit is going to rout, so now it's 2 units versus 2 units, and I have slightly more men. My artillery unit is still alive, but they are pretty much useless. They are just a sword unit now, and a very crappy one at that. They have almost no melee skill, so they would just be a distraction. I actually think they rout before even getting over here, though, or get scared off or something, or they make it up and I just forgot about them. But right now is when I make the decision that probably won me the battle. I'm gonna decide to fire on his general, what I should have done earlier, and he is going to actually get my general too. By accident. I mean, he wasn't firing at them, and it was kind of my fault also that my general went down, because I left him right where the stray rounds will hit him, and you can see that happening right here. So I have to run him out of the way, but he goes ahead and routs with that last guy falling. So now we are both in the same boat with the morale situation. And yeah, my cannons are coming up right now. And for some reason it shows their flag as being way in the back, but they were actually right here on the right of my screen. You can see them standing there, but it shows their flag when I turn that way as being way far back, so that's why I did not notice them there. They could have been of help, but you know, that's how it ended, and it ended 1 unit versus 1 unit, and mine outshot his thanks to the archery dojo with the reload time, because we were even in stats and about even in numbers. So very good game to my opponent, very close. I made a few mistakes. Hopefully you guys can learn from those mistakes. Right now is the trial and error stage. There's no this wins, this doesn't, or not like widely known right now. So, you know, hopefully this helps. Don't make the mistake I did, because I could have won that by a lot more. But, you know, hindsight doesn't help you much, except for later battles. So, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the stats screen here once this finishes loading. With the DirectX 11, it actually takes a while to load. But, gonna level up to, what is that, 5 stars? Or 4, something like that. 5. I didn't want another veteran parrot gun, but I just skip all the stats because that takes forever. And there's the unit stats, so my parrot guns actually did the most damage, and you guys can read the rest. But hope you all enjoyed that. Please leave a rating and a comment, and subscribe for more. And thank you all for watching. I'll see you next time.